Hey guys, it's Judy, and I have a Disney Project Life share for you guys. And I just want to start off by going through the products I used and then just about my trip and my pages. So I originally had this um, done, not a voiceover, but it was way too long, so I'm just speeding up the video and doing a voiceover. So anyway, my trip, it was a two-parter. It was um, we drove down to Port Canaveral and Cocoa Beach to catch the cruise ship to Disney, a Disney cruise ship, and then when we came, it was like a 4-day cruise, and when we came back, we drove to Disney World, which was like 45 minutes away. So I could have done a mini album, but basically I'm just putting it in my album for the year. So I'm just showing you some products I love. Since I have so many photos, I do use this Snap Flip It's. I think that's what it's called. But it's to add like either 3x4 sleeve or a 4x6 sleeve. And one thing I don't like about the 4x6 is you can't flip it up. You always have to go to the side, if that makes sense. But 3x4 can go either way depending on what orientation it is. So most of the collection I use is from the Say Cheese line by Simple Stories. So I got the individual 12 by 12 sheets, and they are double-sided, and I just cut them apart. And that worked really well. I didn't use any of these pages, but you know, Disney does have their own scrapbooking pages, and I purchased that at Hobby Lobby. And I picked up some stamps. I don't think I used them, but I thought they'd be handy to have, and I might go ahead and do like embellishments with those later on. And those are chipboard stickers that I purchased from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They're pretty big die cuts, and they're chipboard. Now those stamps from before, I did get them off of Amazon, I believe. And then since I was on a cruise, I did use this nautical themed mini kit from Project Life. Now, more things. Washi tape from Queen and Company. They have certain ones that kind of go with that Mickey theme. I think it says Magic Camera and Mickey Tickets or something like that. And Snap does, or Simple Story does do like the smaller versions, like the 4x6s and 3x4s, I believe. And then like those little die cuts and so forth. I also have some embellishments, and that Sweet Stamp Shop has a great quote from Walt Disney. And those are some of the die cuts that came. I had purchased my items from scrapbook.com when they had some promotion, and those are the buttons that and I'm showing the washi tape now. So I don't even think I used any of those washi, maybe a few, and that's Flair I had purchased as well. And my son loves Goofy, so I had to get a Goofy stamp. I think I got it off of eBay. And let's see. So I think I go ahead and go over what I did. Those two cards are Mombi cards, and I'm just doing travel theme now because I'm on a road trip. I love doing a screenshot of the map from my like Google Maps or whatever the iPhone app is. And sorry, I am filming like on the floor because it has the best lighting. But anyway, I wanted to point out that that was the Georgia-Florida border, and you know, as you're going on the Google Maps or that app, it shows you where you are. And when we reached the Georgia-Florida border, I thought it would be fun to snap a screenshot of that. So here we are. We're heading to Cocoa Beach, and you'll see those little tags are from Chic Tags that I used. And I think these page protectors are all like 6 4x6s, so I didn't have to cut down my photos. But that's just explaining how my husband's a hotel snob. But the hotel was actually decent. The location was great, and we were just staying overnight. The main thing we wanted was parking over the cruise while we were away at the cruise, that they would let us park there as well, and they did. They had a package. And it was great because McDonald's was right there, right across the street. And then we had a shuttle that took us to the port. So it really worked out well as far as that goes. And those are Snap travel cards that you see, those two. And then also the Mombi is that Wanderlust card. So we're taking the shuttle bus to the port, and you can see our ship is right there. And so next page. Now the rest of these are pretty much, all these cards are the snap and the smiles from ear to ear. So they have a lot of sentiments that kind of go for the Say Cheese, the Simple Story Say Cheese collection. So go towards Izzy. And then, so I took a picture of him going onto the ship right before we were going into the ship. They had like those Mickey ears. And then of course I got that nautical card from the Project Life theme kit. And I just show you about the food. It was like we had stone crab. It was wonderful for us as adults. He had jello and bread. So that was it. So yeah, so those are those snap cards. It's the Say Cheese line. And I love having a picture of our door or our cabin number, because by the end of the cruise, Aiden knows our room number. And it's just cute. It's pretty to have to remember. And that's just a picture of our cabin. And when we got in there, Aiden put all our shoes lined up, very organized, into the foot locker. And we checked out like the kids club, which is called the Ocean Air Club. And then also we got to go on a slide. So he had fun on that. They had the huge, bigger slide, but he was too short to go on. And those are those embellishments that are really cute. And there he's just showing you, he's playing hide and seek with his Angry Birds. And then we went for a movie. And I love that washi I have that's just movie strips. And I've been adding it to a lot of my photos that have a movie, or we went to a show. It's like a Broadway type show that they have on the cruise. And of course he fell asleep. And then we woke him up for dinner. Dinner was like 8. We had like 8 o'clock seating every night. So we ended up like not going to the seating, and we just found dinner on our own somewhere else. But we thought it was way too late for him. Because he'd end up falling asleep, and then it was like too late. But anyway, they had these portholes all along the ship. Every time he saw one, he'd want to lay down and take a picture. So that's more of that washi tape of the cameras. And then we had dinner. I just took a picture of dessert because at our seating we sat next to another couple with a child like Aiden's age, and they were from Georgia as well. So it was such a small world, but I didn't feel comfortable taking. I was embarrassed to take pictures of my food, so I waited. They actually left before dessert, so I was able to take pictures of dessert. And of course we met Goofy, and I just love all those 4 shots that I took of him and how excited and how animated Goofy is and how tall he is. And those little die cut things I'm pointing at are from Paper Tray Ink. They have like a die cut set and little stamps to go with it. And at night they do those towel animals, and that was a crab. And they gave us little mints or little chocolates of Sleepy. And I want to show you the pillow that they showed us. It was so cool. It says, "A dream is a wish your heart makes while you fall asleep," or something like that. While you're sleeping, something like that. So I thought that was really cool. So day 2 was our first stop, and we stopped at Nassau. So we ended up taking a ferry to Atlantis to check Paradise Island and check out the well-known Atlantis resort. So basically it was hot, so we saw a Ben and Jerry's, so we went in. We had some ice cream. That's just a picture of our cruise ship. It was a Disney dream. And then so we were on the island, and we tried to go into Atlantis, but it was tough to see. Oh, I think I was trying to talk to you about coins. I had some coins that I used on the machine, and they had like from the Bahamas their money, so I might insert it in there somehow on my spread. But I took a picture of Atlantis Hotel, which we didn't really get to see much. There was a casino and a lot of. It reminded me of like Vegas with all those fancy shops and stuff. But we were limited as to where we had access to because we could not. We weren't resort members. But anyway, we had missed the ferry boat back to the ship, and 2 boys, hungry and hot, bad idea. and we had to wait like 20 minutes. But then we got back on the ship, and then they ate, and we have 2 happy boys now. So, but we ended up going to dinner. Like I said, we didn't go to our reserve time. We went to a separate restaurant, which didn't have like time seating times. So you go in as you please. It wasn't buffet or anything. It was still sit down, but they were awesome because Aiden got a fruit platter and then as an appetizer, and he just wanted pineapples. So the maitre d' went and got the whole bowl of fruit, and then you can see the ketchup. They made it into like Mickey, and the waiter did like a magic trick for us at the end. It was so fun. So you'll see one of those flip pockets, the 3x4 that flip up. And I put like one of those die cuts where the heart should be. And then that night we saw Captain Mickey. So I'll do a part 2.